So, Jason Whitlock attacks Shedeur Sanders again while throwing subtle jabs towards Colorado and Deion Sanders. But it's what he said about Shedeur that bothered me. So we're gonna look at it together and do this different. Jason, that is saying the bad habits of Shedeur might turn him into Caleb Williams. First, Caleb Williams was praised as the next thing next to God, but those of us knew that Jaden from LSU was the real #1 pick. But I digress. I don't want to get into that debate right now. My thing is the goalpost keeps getting moved. So Shedeur is now not a #1 quarterback because Caleb Williams has failed. So Shedeur now was being compared to Caleb Williams. Jason, I seen USC beat Colorado last year, and I seen the way you broke down Caleb and Shedeur. You have never compared them. So now one man's failure has to get attached to another man. Why? Because they're both black? I don't know. I'm just saying that. But let's listen to Jason Whitlock explain to us why.
To move on to Caleb Williams, and my belief that what the struggles that he's got going on are a warning sign for Shedeur Sanders. These guys, incredible college players. They get to play with more at USC. Caleb Williams had some talent around him offensively that gave him an advantage in the Pac-12. Shedeur Sanders in the Big 12 has some wide receivers that give him a real advantage over Big 12. They hold the ball too long. Yeah. And I want to play you this clip of Jeff Saturday, the former Indianapolis Colts, Peyton Manning.
I'm gonna keep playing him. First of all, we don't care what Jeff Saturday has to say towards the Caleb Williams situation. Once again, what the hell does this got to do with Shedeur Sanders? And that's my problem with you, Jason Whitlock. You know me. I know you. I got more proper decorum than you ever had, bro. You know I give you respect when it comes to it, but then I flame you like a barbecue on a Thanksgiving summer. Don't let that part go over your head. Barbecue on a Thanksgiving summer. In other words, bro, I have no biasness in me, bro. When it's time to give respect, I give respect with nothing in debt. When it's time to call people out, you have to call them out on the overalls. What you're doing right now is placating to a certain segment that already hates Coach Prime and Shedeur for obvious reasons. So now you couldn't find a way to put dirt on Shedeur because they overcame all the propaganda that guys like you and other failed journalists have put out there. Aren't you the guy who always call out other failed journalists, bro? You've called a lot of failed journalists out, Jason Whitlock. So now you're becoming one of these same failed journalists from ESPN because you and I both feel the same way about ESPN. What hurts to look at you every day is you have literally become what ESPN staff members are. You went the outkick with Travis Claw or Clay, whatever his name is, and Travis Clay did you dirty, monetarily wise. You thought it was a partnership between you and Travis until Travis put you in your place. Kind of like Fox Sports. You never got fired from Fox Sports. A lot of people don't like you, so they told the world you got fired from Fox Sports. I know what's going on. You renegotiated your contract because you understood it wasn't Colin Cowherd who made Speak for Yourself get viral sensation on Fox Sports. It was you. It wasn't Skip Bayless with their Undisputed with Shannon Sharp because they had their own motion. People only clicked on there to see Shannon and Skip, but people clicked on your show to see Fox as a whole entity. So when you renegotiated with Fox Sports, they not just had to give you a big contract, they owed you a big one. But they didn't. They were looking at Marcel Wiley as this good replacement they can do until they backdoored Marcellus for Emmanuel Aiko. And that's another story because Emmanuel Aiko is definitely the tap dancing jigaboo that'll throw anybody under the bus. But let's fast forward. You go to Travis Clay of Outkick and you were doing good. Even had a great interview, I guess, with President Trump. For anybody, no matter who you like, Kamala or Trump, to get an interview of any sitting president or someone who's about to be president or a former president, that's maximum level for anybody. You got that. You found out your partner was not really your partner. He looked at you as the employee and he was your boss. So you left that and went to Blaze TV. And you got things shaking for Blaze TV because let's just be real, bro. Glenn Beck and all these people are not what make us click. At least not us sports people. We click because of you. Whether we hate Jason or like Jason, people are trying to see what you got to say. So you use your platform to attack this young quarterback, not on merits of what he's doing bad on the field, what things you can bring up and find to compare so you can have valid reasons to hate, not valid reasons to critique. Let's not confuse what criticism and hate is, because what you do towards Shedeur and Deion Jason is only hate. So let's go to a little bit more of what you had to say, bro. I'm on that level right now. Let's go.
Center with the Indianapolis Colts, and he talked about the advice Tom Moore gave Peyton Manning early in his career, and it really helped Peyton Manning play the clip. If you'd have watched Get Up, you said exactly what I just said. 1, 2, 3, throw it away. Tom Moore looked at Peyton Manning, and it was my first year. They had been 3-13. He had led the league in interceptions. I think he still has the record, honestly. And the next year, we're 13-3, and here's the difference.
Okay, we got a commercial. So what I can assume Jason Whitlock is doing, let me let the commercial go out. He's showing how Jeff Saturday, I guess, protected Peyton Manning, as far as we know Peyton Manning as a rookie had a worse season than what Caleb is going through. And they gave Peyton Manning a pass. But hold on.
What he told Peyton Manning, and it changed the dynamic of our team. Caleb Williams right now it's paralysis by analysis. He's looking down the field thinking, I can do everything I did when I was in college. I can hold on to it. I can scramble. Guess what? Everybody in the league's just as fast as you now. Everybody can do the things you can do. You have to be rhythmic, and you have to understand what your outlet is. If it's not there, you dirt it and live to play the next play. You don't set your team back. He's leading the league in sacks when his offensive line is at their most productive, like their pass rush win rate. He's given up 9 sacks in like 2 weeks when they have won. Like, these sacks are at like 5 seconds.
Okay, Jeff Saturday is a hypocrite. I see what Jason Whitlock just did. He's using Jeff Saturday, who's not the old Jeff Saturday before he took the job at Indiana by Jim Ursa, whatever Indianapolis Colts owner name is. And ever since Jeff Saturday didn't get retained for that job, he's been on this conservative war path and doing the most because ESPN and Disney are laying off employees for the last 6 years. He don't want to be on that list of getting laid off, but let's fast forward. So Jeff Saturday skips what Peyton Manning went through, but used Peyton Manning as an example to denigrate Caleb Williams. I'm not out here trying to tap dance for Caleb Williams. Once again, Jason Whitlock, how the hell that has anything to do with Shedeur? And once again, to Jeff Saturday, you're dancing around the middle and making excuses for a weak offensive line that Chicago Bears got. And all you melanated quarterbacks need to understand, they will always move the goalpost for you guys. If you guys run and take off out the pocket, you guys would be called a running quarterback who doesn't have the IQ capacity to stay in the pocket and throw. But when you're like Caleb Williams trying to manage an offense and stay in the pocket like they've been telling black quarterbacks for the last 30, 40 years, you're being told you hold the ball too long. They did the same thing to Shedeur, the announcers, during the Colorado State game versus Colorado Buffaloes. They did the same thing. First, Shedeur holds the ball too long. Or then during the same game in the same breath, the announcer said Shedeur has a problem where he doesn't give his receivers enough time. And then if you heard what Jason Whitlock said, he's like, Shedeur in the Big 12, he has big receivers. That's why he's doing good. Anything to take credit away from you and give it to everything else. So now Shedeur being a great quarterback is not because of him. It's because he has big receivers. Let me fast forward it to Jason Whitlock and his booty partner.
For the most part, in the pocket to let a play develop, and you got to get that ball off. Shedeur Sanders does hold the ball too long. Jason, Cam Ward at Miami, he's been outstanding. I saw him leave a lot of early, quick reads that were open on the field.
I got to pause Jason Whitlock booty partner. I'm going to let him talk. I told you melanated quarterbacks, it always comes down to IQ. So quick reads, let me explain to y'all, like your first options that come out during the aerial view of the quarterback to get the ball off to. When Justin Field let the ball go a lot of times quickly in the NFL and in college, they said he relies on his first read too much. he can't think and hold it and wait after that. But when, number one, Shedeur can throw it on any read. But if Shedeur doesn't throw it on the first read, he's now deemed as a guy that doesn't know how to understand the first read, second read, or not. He can't see anything. He's missing it because he doesn't have the IQ. That's according to Jason Whitlock's booty partner. Let's just listen to it, bro. Bro, you can't make it up how they view us, bro.
Scramble, extend plays, and the last fumble that lost the game, he needed to get rid of that ball. The issue is with Caleb Williams, Shedeur, and Cam Ward, Jason, I think they're good athletes. But are they the Michael Vick level athletes? Are they Randall Cunningham? No. Playing proper football at the upper levels in the National Football League, most of your quarterbacks play within structure and the rhythm and the timing of the play. Now, if you're a freak athlete that's really twitched up like a Kyler Murray, you could probably get away with certain things. But if you go back, Jason, all the way to the 80s, when I started really watching...
I'm not going to even play Jason part because that was enough for me to allow this type of garbage talk on national TV. What are the uniqueness about them three quarterbacks? Remember, they're nothing alike except for one reason. All three are African-American males. And it's the same redundant arguments. The logic of argument and reasoning that they're using on Shedeur, Cam Ward, and Caleb Williams, you can literally use it on any goddamn quarterback. But nobody wants to have that conversation. I seen Lamar Jackson not get any type of commercials, not get any type of advertisement, and he's very well on his way to winning his third MVP. But Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills, I'm not gonna disrespect him and call him overrated, but he has not done better than a Lamar Jackson. I mean, the three MVPs speak, well, soon to be three MVPs speak for themselves. But yeah, Josh Allen gets all the commercials. He gets everything. But this booty partner of Jason Whitlock is talking about the proper quarterbacks. And yes, I did understand what he meant by that. I just didn't want to waste my time trying to break down where he was going with all that. In a nutshell, he was going with it. Your quarterbacks of today don't have high IQs, because now he's trying to compare Michael Vick and guys like Kyler Murray can get away with not having the skill wise of being a quarterback, a proper pocket quarterback, passing quarterback, that is, because they're athletic enough to get away with it. I guarantee you that's how he feels about Lamar Jackson. So meaning that even our quarterbacks who might not be athletic like a Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, but they're just like the white quarterbacks, they're pocket quarterbacks just like the white ones, we still get denigrated. We still get overly criticized because you can't give us credit. You have to overwhelmingly move the goalposts to fit whatever garbage narrative that you're spewing about guys that look like me. And that is the facts. There's nothing that can be debunked about it. It's 2024, not 1954. Even back then, it was a horse malarkey. It was crap back then. But now, with what we've been seeing and witnessing for the last 40, 50 years, you can't get over the hump of knowing that we're actually somewhat the better quarterbacks. And you can't really say it. A guy that has legs like that, has the cerebral mind of Brady, a guy that has the IQ level to surpass the garbage coach that's coaching him. Nah, you can't give credit and tell the truth that these are the new modern athletes. Any given Sunday, remember the guy, I don't know the actor's name, but that actor was everywhere. He was in Office Space as the guy who hired the guy for being nonchalant. I don't know that actor's name, but help me in the comment section. But he broke it to a T during when Jamie Foxx was breaking and scrambling and doing all that. He was like, we have a new modern quarterback. Well, basically he's saying Jamie Foxx type of quarterbacks are going to make the Eli Mannings and the John Elways obsolete now. Now, this is going to be the thing of new. And when you look around, it seems the jobs that are endangered now are the white quarterback position. It seems like a job that's now being obsolete for them everywhere. When you look around, you see brothers everywhere, because at the end of the day, coaches are getting fired for not winning games. No more can you rely on a Daniel Jones types who wasn't even supposed to be a 4th round draft pick, but some reason the Giants don't want to draft a melanated quarterback, so they overpicked and drafted another good old boys club that looks like their grandkid. But I digress, man. My point has been proven. Our quarterbacks get overwhelmingly critiqued and criticized to fit some turd's narrative. And that's the truth. He has to sell something for YouTube. That's the way the likes of a Coach JB or a Jason Whitlock, that's the only way they can gravitate towards that algorithm and gain views. You have to be negative. Negative the Grouch who stole the Thanksgiving turkey. Unfortunately, looks like he ate it, not stole it. But that's the same thing in contrast. Man, I digress, man. I'm getting away from this because it's the same conversations every day. I might have to start blaming myself for even giving, a focus on this guy. But the truth is, Jason Whitlock is not some regular schmuck outside. He has a large platform. He has this big group and fan base that if you don't have something to go against the grain on what they say, then a big lie can become the truth. Just like Charlemagne the Fraud. Y'all call him Charlemagne the God, but I don't like him. So his name is Charlemagne the Fraud. Just like he says, bro, a big lie can become the truth that stays there for a long time. As long as our platform, I Smoke Hip Hop Live, is here, or as long as DJ Blesswin is out here breathing and still here, bro, with every ounce in my breath, I'm always going to be the thing to come back and debunk every garbage and narrative that's spewed out there. Like I said, it's not 1954 anymore. It's 2024. This is bigger than football. It's deeper than football. Ladies and gentlemen, love your family. Love your kids. Without a doubt, stay blessed.